Latest episode of Terrible Towel Tuesday. I am your host, SimFBallCritic, and I'm getting started a little bit later, guys. I apologize for my tardiness there, man. You know, every now and then, guys, remember if you have a computer or what have you, make sure you reboot it from time to time, because tonight it decided to go crazy on me 5 minutes before the show started. I had to reboot, get everything back up and running. But we're here. So again, I apologize for my tardiness. Usually I try to be prompt at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. But we're here now, and I'm glad to have you guys. So, like always, man, we got a lot to talk about. I see that I got to go back in and edit my description. I didn't even get a chance to edit that, ripping and running. So I'll do that after the show. And I want to give a shout out to those, man, who gave me the idea of, putting the timestamp in the description. So once this is up and running, once we get through the live stream, I will go back and I will place a timestamp as far as when we get started with the film study. Because, everybody says, it's helpful for them, for those who don't watch it live, they can come right in, go right to the film study or what have you. So we'll definitely do that. But what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's had a great start of the week with Monday and today being Tuesday. Hope you guys are off to a good start. And yeah, man, again, our Steelers are 8-5, and you know what we do here on Tuesday night. Let's welcome the new people. We got quite a few subscriptions on the last show, so for you guys that are unfamiliar with what we do on Tuesday, we go over a little bit of the film. Definitely do that, and then we also talk a little bit, more about what happened in the game and such, and then we talk a little bit about the upcoming opponent, and there you have it. We'll take a few phone calls if we get the time. Most of the time on Tuesday nights, the calls are kind of cut short because I spent a lot of time in the film study. You guys voted on that, so there you have it. So let me stop yapping and get to the action. Let's say what's up to those live viewers, the early birds: Big Marv, Droz Hill, Mr. ABS, Victory Asher, Gold Drip, Jerry McCray, Lydell Dorsey, Big Dro, Kenyon is in the building, my good brother Kenyon, Solarverse 6, Lanisha Hayes. Hello, Lanisha, another one of the ladies of the chat. So we always want to say and give a proper hello to Lanisha as well as Debbie when they're here. We got to be gentlemen, guys. Also, Rojan, Minka Fitzpatrick, Goat, Peter Bell, Ali Howard, Knight Rider, and we'll stop right there. Well, two more, Dion Eden. And what's up to Captain Spartan, man? How you been? How's everybody been? Hope everybody is well. So, all right, man, let's be quick. I tend to get off to a slow start on Tuesday, so let's try to get in and get out real quick as far as the early stuff. So we got some guys that seem to be returning, okay? Listening to Coach Tomlin, he says that James Conner, as well as Juju Smith-Schuster, right now as we stand here today, they are expected to get some practice in. They're going to put a load on them to see what they can bear. And, of course, the famous phrase from Coach Tomlin, we'll let their participation be the guide. And if these guys are able to, practice and there's no repercussions from practicing, we can expect to see these guys on the field Sunday night, which, in my opinion, would be a huge, huge, huge lift. Not to say that we haven't done a decent job without these guys, but come on, man, when you get two more guys who are key components of your offense, starters, if you will, just imagine what we would be able to do if we can add Juju Smith-Schuster into the mix, add Conner into the mix, to complement a Benny Snell, as well as maybe being able to complement now, I would expect we'll see a little bit more from Karif White, because also on the injury list, we got to check and see what's going on with Jalen Samuels. Apparently he has some type of growing injury. We'll see what happens with him in the rest of the week. But this would be very important to get James Conner back again. You would probably say Conner, when he's healthy, is probably our best back, from what we've seen out of his game. And then we still got Benny Snell, who's showing improving, being a guy that can carry the mail as well and, downhill type of runner. And then you get Karif White, man, with a little speed on the edge. And then, of course, in the receiving core, Deontay Johnson stepping up, James Washington stepping up, Deion Kane getting some opportunities, but how much better is that going to be when you could throw Juju Smith-Schuster back out there, and now you got Juju, Washington, Deontay Johnson, and Kane, getting some time. So it makes the offense a lot better. It gives Duck Hodges, not only more weapons, but also being able, you would expect, be able to hand the ball off a little more with having James Conner in the mix. So I look forward to that, man. Hopefully these guys can get back, because this is going to be a tough game against the Buffalo Bills. You know, regardless of what some people think, regardless of our biasness as fans, I'm not thinking that way. You know, this is going to be a tough outing, and we shall see. But let's get into the film, guys, and I will be open and honest with you guys. Haven't had a lot of opportunity so far to review the film. I've looked at some of the, you know, a good amount of the plays, but I haven't dived in the way I want to. You know, got kind of busy yesterday. You know, my week has got off to a little bit of a rocky start. But like I said, guys, you know, hopefully we'll be able to change this one day when I can do this on a full-time basis. At this point, I cannot. You know, I still work a job, you know, so, you know, I have responsibilities there as well as, you know, I have family and such. But for now, you're just going to have to bear with me if I don't go into as great detail as you would want me to. I promise I'll try to do my best. But, you know, I enjoyed last week, man, when I just jumped right in and I didn't really have anything planned, and we're going to do that again tonight. All right, so what I'm going to ask of you guys, and I'll look over here in the chat for a moment before we get started. If you can let me know right offhand, I actually got pen and paper right here. Let me know which plays, you know, are there any plays that jump out to you guys that you might want me to show? You know, I definitely want to show a lot of Deontay Johnson. I plan on showing the Minkah Fitzpatrick play against Kyler Murray down in the fourth quarter. You know, it was a one-on-one situation. Shout outs to you guys who reminded me of that. I'm definitely going to show that. I know Kenyon mentioned that. You know, you've seen Alex Kozora mention it. What a big play by Minkah. And, you know, we'll just jump in and show a few plays here and there, you know, a couple things, couple throws and things like that. But you guys let me know what y'all want me to talk about. Somebody says they think Blog Talk is down. All right, so 443 and 814 are both in the queue. So you guys are not hearing me in the queue. I tell you, man, Blog Talk is crazy. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. And hopefully that you guys are not hearing me double time here, because I have two screens open. So I apologize for that if y'all were hearing an echo, but hopefully not. But anyway, so you guys are saying you're not hearing me at all in the phone queue. Okay, so we'll get to that later. And like I said, man, the Tuesday show is not as heavy with phone calls, so at least it seems to work pretty much for us in those situations where it's post game. What did you say? Somebody asked, did I talk about? No, I didn't. I haven't talked about that yet as far as Color Rush. I was definitely going to mention that. Thanks for reminding me, and thanks to my brother Kenyon for mentioning that earlier, him and Tony as well in our group chat. Yeah, man, you know, we have success with the Color Rush unis, but y'all know me. You know, as much as I like streaks, I hate streaks the same amount, because streaks are meant to be broken. You know what I'm saying? So it's always dope that, you know, that you can have a run in a certain uniform and certain helmets and things like that. But, you know, I don't read too much into it outside of the fact that I do get excited when we're in that jersey, because I just like that combination. You know, I love that combination. For years, guys, you know, some of you may or may not know this, for years I have been wanting to see us in basically an all black with yellow, you know, numbers. So when we finally did that with the Color Rush, I was like, yes. I love that look. Even when I play Madden, man, I throw the Color Rush out there and throw the yellow helmets on top of it. Dope look, you know what I mean? So I like that. But the fact that, yeah, we seem to win a lot with the Color Rush unis on. We seem to have a great winning percentage in prime time. As much as I love it, I hate it just the same, because, like I said, streaks are meant to be broken. But all right, let's get into it, man. So somebody said, make sure I show Bud Dupree. Can you show the pick by Watt? Okay, yeah. All right, where's my pen, guys? Where's my pen? Here we go. I'm a little unorganized here tonight. Forgive me. Well, let's do that. So make sure you guys remind me as well, man, because a lot of times when I'm looking in that screen, I'm not always looking at you guys. So definitely remind me in the chat. I'll bounce back in there and check. So we definitely some Bud Watt's pick. And we'll show a couple of the throws. We're obviously going to look at the punt return. All right, man, let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right. Let's get to it here. Give me a second. I'm about to bring it up for you guys. Let's make sure it works. There we go. All right, so this is the first play of the game. And this is the kickoff, so we're not going to show that. So let me just move my screens over here so I can see the chat and I can see the screen. All right, here we go. So let's see, what plays do we want to look at first? We could probably look at Bud Dupree made a great play here. Let's look at Bud Dupree right out the gate. First quarter, 2nd and 15. Actually, let's go back. Let's go back a play. Let's go back a play and take a look at little Mark Barron. Let's give Mark Barron some love. Let's see what we're doing here. Let's slow it down because they tried to quick snap us right there. Let's put it in slow motion. So we sent Mark Barron off the edge. He simply has nowhere to go. Now, if you look at this defense, guys, I mean, everybody is being accounted for right here. Everybody. Everybody. There's no outlet. You know, if you're Kyler Murray, you know, maybe you do a quick throw right here just to get rid of it. You know, but maybe he feels like he doesn't have time to set his feet, right? So, boom. Probably doesn't feel like he has time to set his feet, but I may have tried to get rid of the ball there, but too late. You know, great design. You know, and this is simple. This is just a blitz off the edge, you know, nothing exotic with the coverage. Everybody being accounted for. Every man is being accounted for. You got a guy here lurking in the middle for any leak out. And you got Minka in the back. So, beautiful stuff, man. Let's look at it from this angle here. And what I do like, let's pay attention to this right here. You know, some movement happening before the play. Look at that. You know, Bush and Barron, you know, kind of rotating a little bit there. So it didn't look like a blitz coming. It didn't look like there was a blitz. So I like that. Everybody being accounted for and we get the sack. Good stuff. All right, so right after that, let's take a look at Big Bud Dupree. Yes, and I'm calling him Bud. Like I said, I might have to call him Stud. Look at this, guys. I wanted to show this play because this is something that I've always talked about. You guys that have been listening to me for a long time, a lot of y'all remember the things I say. I got a pretty good memory. But remember when I said some weeks ago, when I wasn't calling him Bud, when I was rocking with my boy Kenyon and we were still calling him 48. And remember I explained why we call him 48? What did we say? Right? You know the reasons why we weren't calling him Bud, but what did I say specifically? I said, you know what? He's Bud against the run. Y'all know I've been saying that this whole year. This is why this guy, I have to give him his credit. In the run game, he's consistent, man. Look at this. He's been stud against the run. Crashes down, reads the action, and still able to set the edge. That's a hard thing to do, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at this. Again, you know, they running a lot of action. You know, a lot of, you know, read action and stuff going on here. Puts it in the belly, pulls it out. He gets the wham block coming from the other side, able to beat that and still set the edge. And fast enough to chase Kyler Murray and keep, you know, stay square and not allow him to get by him at all for a loss. That's phenomenal, man. That's a phenomenal play by Stud Dupree. All right, he is stud in the run game. Let's take a look at it again, man. Let's look at it, you know, from this angle, and we'll keep it in slow-mo. Our guys still bite on, you know, the play action. And that's not really a play action. It's just, you know, it's just action. They were going to run the whole time, but we still bite a little too much when we think the handoff is coming. But look at how Bud Dupree played this thing, man. Stretched it all the way out to the boundary and made a tackle for loss. Got to give the boy credit, man. All right, so moving right along, might as well show you guys the next play, 3rd and 17. You know, since I talk about the first series most of the time anyway, after the post game, might as well just show you guys the entire first series here. And what's up, Debbie? Hello, Debbie. Like I said, man, we always got to give Debbie and Lanisha, you know, their proper hellos, man, being the ladies of the chat, guys. Got to be a gentleman, man. Don't forget to be a gentleman. Be a man but also be a gentleman. All right, so take a look at this, man. Let's see what's going on here. See what we got going on here. Empty set, and you know we've struggled a lot against the empty in the past. We only sent 4. Everybody's accounted for. He has a leak out over here, but we're not worried about that. It's 3rd and 17. He's going to try to force it downfield. He's all over that. Who's that? Is that Cam Sutton? Let's see who that is. No, that's Cam Sutton. Another guy who's been a key contributor to our efforts this year. And again, this is the situation where we got Cam and we got Mike Hilton out there, right? But I want to show you guys something, because a lot of times, you know, I've gotten questions from some of you guys, and you guys will say, you know, how do you know when we're in sub package? What is sub package, et cetera, et cetera? Well, in most cases, guys, you're going to get, you know, it'll be a situation where there's basically 2 linebackers here, or one guy could be replaced by what's called a dime backer, which a lot of times that is Cam Sutton. In this situation, we're not in the sub where we would have both Devin Bush and Mark Barron. Mark Barron is the sole or the solo linebacker technically in this situation, but you bring this guy in, you know, and Cam Sutton has also, you know, been the dime backer, and there's times that he's actually played more of the nickel spot, right? Then you have Mike Hilton under here underneath, and it's good to see that, because remember, there were times when we were bringing in Cam Sutton in exchange for Mike Hilton, and most of the time that was happening in the nickel. It would just be a straight replacement and straight nickel. But in this case, you got your 4 down. You know, you got Bud and TJ on the outside. You got Hargrave and Cam Hayward inside. And then you're going to have Joe Haden. You're going to have Steven Nelson, Minka Fitzpatrick. You're going to, right here, you're going to have Terrell Edmonds. And then, like I said, in this situation, this is not dime, because this is not 6 DBs, right? If I'm not mistaken, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 2, 4. Yeah, it is 6. It is 6. So you can be in dime, and there's a way to get 6 DBs on the field in nickel as well. And again, a lot of times you just replace one of the inside linebackers, and it looks like that's what we're doing here, because obviously we're going to have Cam Sutton and Mike Hilton here, leaving only Mark Barron instead of having a combination of Mark Barron and Devin Bush, or Devin Bush and Vince Williams, okay? So anyway, let's look at the play again. Cam Sutton is all over top of that. He's all over it. Larry Fitzgerald, and that's not an easy cover, you know, just because of his savviness. When somebody is saying IR, what are y'all talking about? Is somebody asking about somebody that should be out there? Who's on IR? Y'all talking about Sean Davis, I would assume? Is somebody asking about Sean Davis? Well, who are you guys referring to? Y'all, somebody said IR. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's see. Let's get into some. Let's go right here, man, and see why we got sacked on 2nd and 9. First possession. Empty set. 2nd and 9, excuse me. Empty set here. James Washington going across the middle. Duck Hodges is drifting. And then the pocket collapses. So let's look at it from this direction. Let's see who we could put this on. Sometimes it's not always the lineman. Sometimes it's the quarterback. All right, so you got Filer and David DeCastro. They have Chandler Jones lined up extremely wide here. Both of these guys are wide. And let's see how they get to come in here. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Duck, you might have to step up a little sooner, buddy. That was pretty good protection, guys. Look at this. This is a clean pocket. Duck doesn't see this until late. Look. He doesn't see that until late. But he's drifting. He's kind of drifting in the pocket there. You know, early in the game, you know, he was a little happy feet a little bit back there. You know, and he makes the right decision, but at this point it's a little too late. And unfortunately, this guy is able to fall and just get just enough of him. So not bad protection there, man. Because again, a lot of times when you're watching the game, you know, people will say the offensive line not doing their job, or this man is not doing that, that man is not doing this. But until you see the film, you can really see what's going on here. And on this play right here, guys, we got saved on this one. This was at 3rd and 13. Watch what's going to happen here. Save the day right there. Let's take a look at the routes. Got that personal foul, and that helped us move the chains. But let's see what the routes look like in the pocket. Oof. Had a man right here. But again, you can't expect the quarterback to see everything. But let's look at this pocket. Can't expect them to see everything, guys. But boom. He got Deion Kane right here. I think that's a better situation there. But again, maybe he didn't see him. But I like Deion Kane in this situation. You know, if you're going to go underneath anyway, he has a lot of room to run here. Let's back it up. And again, guys, let me emphasize this because, you know, again, people are always giving their opinions in the comments. And I trust me, I love when you guys comment, whether you agree or disagree. But sometimes some of you guys will comment as if, you know, you're showing me up or something. You know, like guys will say, oh, I can't believe you said this because how could you expect him to see that? Da-da-da-da-da. Please understand, when I'm giving my opinion, I'm looking from a bird's eye view, okay? I'm never blaming Duck Hodges or any of the players unless we see something that is completely wrong. But in this situation, I'm simply giving an observation and saying, wow, you know, if Duck would have saw it, maybe this is a better opportunity going here. Maybe. We don't know. But maybe it's a better situation because, look, boom, you hit Kane right there. I'm not going to say he's going to get the first down or anything, but, you know, you might have a better opportunity of him being able to make a guy miss, might catch one of the blocks here. Who knows if he gets all the way to the sticks. But I'm just saying, fast decision that you got to make. And to me, if I'm a quarterback, and again, guys, I'm not blaming Duck, and I'm not saying I would have saw it if I was back there. But my idea in my mind would always be try to get it to a receiver first. Running back would be the last option. So I wish Duck was able to see him, even though Duck still made the great read, get the ball off, clean pocket. But it would have been great if he could have seen, you know, been able to see Kane, and who knows what would have happened there. So let's move further along, guys. Further along. Let's move down. Same drive here, 3rd and 3. We're on the 12-yard line. And let's see why we didn't get in the end zone. Absolutely. Knight Rider. The pocket looks a lot different from the ground level. You absolutely. Listen, like I said, it's a bird's eye view here. Of course, I can see it. Good defense, guys. Look at that. Nobody's open. There's nobody open. That was almost a dangerous play. Now, I'm wondering why they didn't call roughing right there. Baffles me. If they're going to call the other one, you know, and I'm not saying that I, you know, ask for every call, but all I ask from referees is that they keep it consistent. If you're going to call the other one, I don't see how you don't call this. Whether it was targeting or not, it looks more like a head and neck area shot here. And you know, he was exposed, so it amazes me that they didn't call it there. Same guy, by the way, Jordan Hicks. But anyway, you know, this is just good defense. Let's look at it from the pocket. Once again, offensive line doing a pretty good job, man. You know, Duck Hodges does have a tendency to drift just a little bit, and that could be a detriment, you know, as far as, you know, his size. You know, that could be the reason why he drifts a lot, because he's not that tall. and he can't just stand there and look over the pocket. But again, I think Duck shows himself to be very comfortable in the pocket. And if you look at this play here, man, nobody's open. Great defense. Look, it's a blanket already. Look at this. This is a blanket immediately. There's nowhere to go based on the routes. Got a little double move action there. No, he didn't bite. Didn't bite here on the inside out. There's nowhere to go. So instead of him forcing something, he tried to get Jalen Samuels. And unfortunately, Jordan Hicks was there to put an end to that. All right, moving on. Let's find something else. 4th and 5. Y'all know what this is, right? Let's look at this in fast motion. What you talking about, Blackbird Blitz? What you say? Stop it, that's good. What? You talking about good defense? I said that. Maybe you're referring to somebody else. But look at this touchdown. Beautiful stuff by Deontay, man. Let's go back and look at it again in regular speed. Then we'll slow it down. Yeah, they dropped everyone in coverage in that particular play, guys. It was nothing you could do there. Look at this boy, man. When is the last time we seen that? But look at the beauty of what happened down here at the bottom. We'll get back to it. All right, let's put this thing in slow-mo. Let's just see how everything materialized. So Deontay Johnson makes a decision early. Boom, I'm going to take it to the left side. Sees the crease. Look at this, guys. This is what I always talk about. Guys who can return punts and kicks have a knack. A knack. It's natural instinct. Everybody can do it. It doesn't just mean guys with speed can do it. You got to have a knack for it. You understand what I'm saying? And let me show you what I'm talking about. Slow it down. I wish I could zoom this in a little more for you guys, but I can't. I don't think. Hold on, let me see. Nah, that don't do nothing. But anyway, take a look at this, man. He already knows where he's going. Catches the ball now. Breaks to the outside, right? Sees the crease right here. He has blocking opportunity here, blocking opportunity there. Check him out. Boom. So he's going to try to hit that crease. And that's already a decent return right there. But look at this. My man, look, there's nothing but Cardinals here. But Deontay Johnson is smart enough to know, oh, we got him. If I could just get to the outside, my wall is back there. Okay? The cavalry is behind the wall. If I could just get to them. So what does he do? He doesn't just stay on a straight path. He sees the vision. He sees the opening, uses his vision, makes this guy miss, and it's it. There goes my cavalry. Got to get to my boys. I got to get to my boys. That's all I got to do is get to my boys. And once I get to my boys, we gone. It's home city after that. This is a beautiful thing. One more time. Just look at how he set this thing up, man. My boy said the red coats is coming, but nah, my boys is behind the wall. That Ryan Switzer won't gonna give us that. Just won't. Instincts. Now Ryan Switzer gave you a lot of, he protected the ball and stuff like that. I don't want to take away from him, but he won't give you that. So look at this. It doesn't stop there. Look at how smart our boys are. Check this out. Right here. Normally this is a peel back block, right? Watch what he does. I'm going to just get in front of him. Whoa, lay. I'm just going to get in front of him. Just block him a little bit. I ain't even got to touch him. Just get in his way. And what does he do? Follow suit. Check him out. Do the same thing. Hit the surf on him. They're going to hit the surf on him. Watch. Throw them hands up. Whoop. Just get in front of him. He stands in front of him. And we off and running, baby. Beautiful. Now let's see it. Excuse me. Let's see it from his eyes. Here's the beauty. Here's the beauty of it. Check this out. Look at it from his eyes, man. Look at your boy, man. This is what you call a dynamic playmaker. I see them red coats, but I'm going right by them. Put that foot in the ground, and I'm off and running. Look at the Olay. Look at the Olay. He even got pretty with it. Watch how he throw the arm like, whoop. Hit the Chris Berman on him. Whoop. And I'm out of here. And right now, he's thinking touchdown. He's thinking nothing else but touchdown. All the way back here on the 40. Oh, I'm about to take this thing to the house. I'm at the crib with this. And look at your boy. Look at this. I love little things like this, guys, because I just remember the camaraderie when I played ball, man. Look at Jalen. Jalen like, oh, let's go, baby. We to the crib. He telling them, come with me. Hail Mary. Run quick, see. Got a touchdown. Let's get it. That's beautiful, man. I can spend all day watching that. But we're going to keep it moving. All right, let me get to it, man. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. What else was... More studs showing up. When was this? First quarter. A little more stud Dupree here. Look at this, man. What y'all know about that pop? Look at Bud, man. Kyler Murray kind of gave that to him. But again, man, you got to give the boy his credit. Let's back it up. Got to give him his credit, man. Look at this. Plays the outside, keeps his eyes up, throws his man. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, my God. He made my man do the lickety split. Y'all see that? Sit down. I got somewhere to be, boy. Sit down. Let's get it, man. And y'all probably hear a little more enthusiasm out of my voice tonight. It's because, dog, I'm proud of this team, man. I never imagined that they would be where they are, and I never imagined that this would be the defense that we would have at this point. As y'all can see with my coaching hat on. I hate when hats bend like that. Oh, it drives me crazy, man. I didn't even realize it until I copped this hat a long time ago. That's why I rarely wear it. But I guess I'll wear it on Tuesdays when we're watching film. Put your coach's hat on with your bend in the middle. Look at Bud. Look at what he did to old boy, though. Sit down, boy. I got somewhere to go. Sit down. Sit down. Be humble. I got somewhere to be. You in my way. Get up off me. Take a seat. My goodness. My goodness. He got toasted right there. All right, man. Let's keep it moving. See what else we got worth watching. Oh, God. Let's watch the Benny Snell fumble, man. And actually, I'm not even going to waste time in the regular speed and regular angle. Let's look at it from here. Check it out, man. You know, things like this happen, folks. Ball just found its way out. Boom. Perfect tackle. And again, you're supposed to secure the rock. But when it happens like that, you know, this is just a perfect tackle. Look, bam. That ball is flying. Never had a chance. So, again, Benny Snell, I need you to fix that. Okay, you fumbled a few times already. And this could have been a huge momentum swing. Need you to fix that. But it happens, man. When the helmet or the shoulder pads or whatever is right on the ball, tough situation there, man. But let's see what happened after that, guys. They driving down to the 4-yard line after a turnover. And let's see what the boys were able to do. Relentless pressure, man. Relentless pressure. And we only sent 3 right there, which I don't necessarily prefer all the time. I mean, when it works, great, but you know. And they basically spying them too. So, in a way, let me show you guys that. Some of you may not have caught that. Even though I don't like when we only bring 3, this was a smart defensive call here, right? You're going to bring 3, and then you're going to spy with Vince Williams right here in the middle. You're just going to hold tight. So check out what happens. Bud gets off the ball, which he always does. That's one of his best attributes. TJ is able to help collapse the pocket. You got Cam right here too, doing somewhat of a middle rush, but with him being double teamed, it still puts him in a position where he can react. But you got Vince Williams right here following him. Look at Cam. Cam is going to force him back inside to Vince Williams. And now they got to put it on the foot. Got to punt. Field goal. Put it on the foot. Look at it from this angle, guys. Somebody said Kyler looks like he's 12 out there. Yeah. And I'm going to speed it up, guys, after this, man, and get to some more plays here. Try to zip through this. We're already sitting at about 36 minutes. But that's a beautiful design, man. And you got Mark Barron. He's not necessarily spying, but Mark Barron is in, proximity here to deal with Drake. But look at Cam. Look at everybody's effort right here. Cam pretty much, he got 2 guys he's dealing with. This dude is in La La Land right here. He's just helping out with TJ. He ain't really had nobody to block. But look at what happens here. Because Cam stays active. Check this out. Let me back it up again. All right here. Cam is going to continue to stay active. Bud is already already forcing him up. Nice step in the pocket by Kyler Murray. Got to give him credit for that. Sliding to his left. Head down, head up, looking downfield. But because Cam continues to work, then this guy, look, big boys him. Look at that. Y'all see that? Look right here. Right in here. Cam big boys him, pushes him back. He's going to work to the outside. And look at Vince Williams being smart. Shoots this right here. Kyler Murray has nowhere to go. Bud Dupree staying active. So he would have been able to chase. TJ would have been able to chase had he got through there. Great defense by the guys, man. Outstanding defense. All right, let's see what else, guys. Got to give this boy some love. Deion Kane. Let's check it out. There may be calls tonight, Cagel's Bagel, or Drew Cagle. Not sure, man. You guys were saying that the phone queue wasn't working, so y'all let me know. And if it's not working, maybe we'll still, do the workaround. But yeah, I'm gonna try to be finished here in the next 10 minutes or so. We'll get some calls in, hopefully. All right, let's get back to this, man. Slow motion. Let's take a look at the routes. Rojan, you're right, man. It seemed like a lot of the shorter guys drift, and I get it. I get it. It makes sense. You got to get a better perspective. Can't just stand in the pocket. But here's what I'm talking about, too, with Duck. I want y'all to see this. This is something that Mason Rudolph doesn't have as of yet. Watch how decisive he is already. Look how fast he reads where he wants to go. He identifies the matchup, and the ball gone. The ball is gone. That is quarterbacking, okay? And like I told you guys, I don't think at this point I still can't call Duck Hodges, the best thing since sliced bread. He's playing good football right now. Is he a bona fide, legitimate starter long term? We'll have to see. Has he done enough to be our legit backup? Absolutely. Is Mason Rudolph in trouble of falling to the number 3? Yes. And I'm talking next season. I'm talking after Ben is back. Mason Rudolph is going to have his work cut out for him in training camp and preseason. Duck Hodges might very well be the number 2. Okay? But I want you to look at this. Decisiveness. Look how fast he makes his decision. And then he throws that thing back shoulder. I mean, Got to give him his credit, man. Kane makes the adjustment and goes up and gets it. People, that is NFL quarterbacking right there. You identify your one-on-one. You get it out before the safety can react. You throw it into a spot where your man has a chance to go up and get it. That's the definition of 50-50 balls. Love it. Again, watch the man's eyes, man. Watch how fast he makes his decision. This is what I like about the play of Duck Hodges. And what he has shown me since he's had his opportunity, since the Chargers game. This was the stuff I needed to see out of him. You know, when we allow him to let it rip. Beautiful stuff, man. Look at the placement of this ball, guys. Look where the ball at. Instead of throwing it right here, throws it to the outside shoulder, and Kane went up and got that thing. Look at Kane, man. Like this guy, man. Can we give the coaching staff a little bit of credit for finding this guy, poaching him off the practice squad, as well as White Jr.? I think these dudes are going to stick around a little bit. I think they will. So let's keep it moving, man, and see what ended up happening. Hodges gets sacked here on 2nd and 7. Let's see what's happening here. Then I'm going to try to speed through this, man. So I know you guys want to see TJ's interception. There was another play we were supposed to be showing. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. You know, let me just see what happened here. What happened with the line? Let's look at it from here. What's going on here? I don't think this looks a little sloppy right here, man, with Vinette almost running into Duck Hodges. Looks a little sloppy right there. So timing looked like it was off a little bit. Look at your boy, your big boy's Banner. Zach Banner pushing his guy out of the way, throwing him out the club. Pretty good, pocket presence here. They got some push, though. So it's going to force Duck out of the pocket. Does the right thing, makes his decision, and escapes. But there's really nowhere to go with the ball. Benny Snell trying to find an opening, but nothing is really there. And Duck is just going to get what he can get. Okay. Just good defense by the Cardinals right there. So we had to, at that point, punt the ball away. All right, let's see. What else, man? Let me look at my notes. We want to see TJ Watt, Bud, and the punt return. All right, so we're going to get to Watt, man. But y'all let me know. Are there any other plays that y'all want to see? Let's see what happened here on this touchdown. I definitely wanted to show this because I sent this to Kenyon, and Kenyon is my witness. I sent this to him immediately when it happened, and I said, oh, hold on. Before I go into the explanation, let me say this because, again, like I said, guys, I love the comments on videos, but I'm not a professional, nor are some of you guys. So some of you guys that comment, like you're trying to show people up or whatever, I don't understand your angle. None of us are professionals. Some of us are going to make mistakes. None of us, will identify everything correctly, and nobody's opinion is right or wrong. I say all that to say this. So you guys continue to hear me say this. I even said it to Kenyon. My philosophy, if I was a coach, I don't like the matchups of man coverage when you're within this area. With like 5 yards or so to go, anything under 10 yards, the reason why I don't like it, unless, your guys are able to pass it off, where you're reading it, even though it's man, you're reading, if this guy goes here, I'm going to take your guy and vice versa. The reason why I don't like it is because it creates natural rubs, natural picks. So what I always say, and maybe I'm using the wrong terminology, I say, I would prefer to run a more condensed zone in this situation. And, sometimes people will say, what does that mean? A soft zone or a compressed zone, et cetera, et cetera. Listen, guys, it's just terminology. When I played ball, that's what our coach used to always say. When we decided to run zone in this area, what he meant was about a tight zone. He meant, obviously, you're not getting as much depth because the end zone is going to dictate how far you go. So you would basically play the same concepts, whether it was a cover 2, cover 6, cover 4, cover 3, match coverage, whatever it is. You would play it a lot tighter. So obviously you wouldn't drift as far back. You wouldn't get as much depth. You wouldn't, the rules would change in terms of what's a vertical route versus what's not. Basically, you're just covering space. Okay, so it's more or less a drop zone, but you're not dropping as far. Instead of, you know what I'm saying? That's more or less what I mean when I say tight, compressed zone, because you got less field to defend. And if you can get in the way of the quarterback, you would expect, at least my philosophy is, if your pass rush gets there and you're running zone and there's less time and less space to cover, you got a better chance of being in the right position and a better chance of not getting picked off. Okay? So let's take a look at what happened here. Y'all see that? Watch Joe Haden. Joe Haden is following him. He can't get there. See? Natural rub. That's an easy touchdown. That's easy pick'ems. Easy pickings. And again, the reason why this doesn't mean that even if you call a zone it's going to work. I'm just saying these are the natural reasons why, philosophy-wise, I prefer more of a zone type coverage in short quarters than man. Because all you have to do, and we do it all the time too, every NFL team does it. All you have to do, man, is throw trips and bunch out there, run a few crosses, and it's going to create a natural pick. It happens automatically. Automatically. And in this situation, the receiver don't even have to come after Joe Haden. You know how most of the time the receiver would kind of cheat and go into you. In this case, he ain't even got to do it because the routes run Joe Haden right into his own man, which is Terrell Edmonds. Wide open. See what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion. And again, like I said, somebody challenged me on that in the other video, and it's cool, but I was saying, well, I get what you're saying, but I don't see how you couldn't clearly understand my reasoning for saying that. Whether I'm right or wrong, I think everybody watching this play could see my reasoning for saying it. Again, like I said, maybe it is better to run man down there. I'm just saying if I were the coach, if I was coaching the team, if I was coaching high school ball or whatever right now, let's not get crazy and say pro team. Say I went out here and coached the high school team. I'm not playing this with 5 yards left to go because it's too easy. Guys, think about how many times you watch games, not just the Steelers games, and you see guys score touchdowns this way. Good Lord, man. It's already 48 minutes, guys. All right, let's speed up. So somebody said y'all want to see the fake punt. So let's go ahead and get down into the fourth quarter. I don't think there's much more to show here. Let me speed it on up. We want to see the Minka play and we want to see the fake punt. So let's get into the fourth. Where is it? Here we go. Somebody says Sim the coach and Kenyon the D coordinator. We might do something, hey Kenyon. We might make a little noise out there. I don't know how, I can't say how much, man. But we might make a little bit of noise out there. Got some decent ideas. Look at this, man. Joking myself up. Now look, again, this is why I say I don't jump to conclusions. Man. In my mind, I was like, there's no way that Tomlin, that he literally called a fake punt here, right? Now, I do believe what he said. They had a look that they wanted, and then based off of what Jordan Berry said, they checked out of it. I didn't hear it. Okay? Now, here's your proof. Watch all of these people. Watch how everybody is reacting. Check it out. Remember I told y'all I think Tomlin was covering. He basically said, I'll take credit for that. But, he didn't go into any details. A man of integrity. Look, nobody's preparing for a fake. Nobody. They look how surprised they are when it happens. Watch. Watch this, man. Let's do it in regular motion, man. Slow motion, you might not see it as good because it blurs a little bit. Look, watch everybody. Nobody even turns around to look. They don't even know what's happening. So, there you have it. So, for as much criticism as the man got, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. So, look at this. Look. See, they doing something. And this, to me, this matches the explanation from Jordan Berry. They are communicating something here. Let's just watch this whole thing real quick. So I am to believe that the fake was there, but then they called out of it. And watch everybody again. Watch how everybody reacts. Clearly this wasn't a fake that was supposed to be happening at this moment. Because nobody reacted as if it was a fake. They think the ball is gone. Nobody looking to block nobody. Look, nobody is reacting, people. They like, man, what the... Wait a minute. Look at all of them. Look at all of them right there. In their mind, they like, bro, I know the ball should have been kicked by now. What's happening? That's crazy, man. That is crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, man, let's get to TJ Watt's pickoff. And then that's probably going to be it. Oh, wait a minute. No. We got to show this. We got to show this. Got to pick on Terrell Edmonds. I need you to get your hops up, brother. All right. Now, before you guys criticize him, I'm going to put on, again, my coaching hat. Let me bend it up. Coaching hat. Great recognition by Terrell Edmonds. This is beautiful. Watch it. Had he made this play, some of y'all would be in here being like, yo, Terrell Edmonds stepping up this year. Yo, Terrell Edmonds balling. Y'all would have said that if he made this one play. But some of the same people that would have said that are saying this dude a bum right now. He's not a bum, in my opinion. Is he a great safety? Maybe not. Is he decent? Yeah. Is he playing, in my opinion, probably better than Sean Davis played at strong safety? I think so. In his second year. I think he's at that level or beyond, in my opinion. I'm talking about when Davis was at strong safety. Davis got better when he played free safety, when we got to see him at free safety for a while. He should have been there more than likely. Didn't do so hot as a strong safety. And I think with the tackling and everything else, some pass breakups, I think Edmonds has outplayed Sean Davis at the strong safety position. All right, let's look at this one more time. This was great coverage. Recognize where his threat was. All right. Joe Haden is going to pass him off to the safety. Just got to make that play. He timed his jump a little too early, man. A little too early, but he's there. He's right there. He's not a ball hawk. We all know that. Obviously, he's not a pick machine. He's not Minkah Fitzpatrick, people. Again, what I always say, you're not going to hit at every position. Let's think back to Troy and Ryan Clark. Are we going to sit here and say Ryan Clark was a great cover man? No, he was decent. He was decent, but Ryan Clark was good at laying the boom. Ryan Clark was good, and as a free safety, he was good at tackling and keeping a lid on things. That's what made Ryan Clark a special man. And okay, Kenyon, appreciate that. It reminded me to go back and show the Deontay reverse. And I can't remember what quarter that was. So if somebody can help me with quarter, I can try to find it faster. But yeah, man, lay off of Edmonds a little bit. He's going to be okay. And I see somebody say that he's not a first-round pick. I don't think so either. But here's the funny thing. Y'all listen to Tomlin's conference today? And when somebody asked him a question about last year's draft and, getting these guys, getting that guy, and what did he say? Did y'all catch it? He said, I wasn't looking at that last year. Clearly I was looking for safeties. And he laughed. So that just goes to show you that we were trying to get a safety. Terrell Edmonds, they thought was the best left. That's what he said. Now, whether you think he's a first rounder or not, I don't know. Probably not. But I'm just saying, guys, that's water, spilled milk. What we going to do about it? Either way, again, this is what I like to see out of players. I just at least like to see you do the right thing. You just didn't make the play. You read everything perfectly. You just didn't make the play. Just didn't make the play. But all right, guys, let's go and find that reverse. Do any of you guys remember what quarter that was in? Let me see. Do anybody remember what quarter that reverse was in? Yeah, I'm gonna show the Joe Haden's the picks, and I don't remember where each one was. And that's what I'm saying, guys. Look at how much time. It's already an hour. It's 56 minutes already. That's why I said it's hard for me to show every single play. It's hard. It's really hard to try to do that. Well, let's see if we can find the reverse. Deion Kane. I know it was coming. I think it might have been in the third, maybe. Because it was on this side of the field, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I see people say it's the third. It might have even been on this drive. So let me see if I can find it. Oh. And while we at it, we got to show the other play to Johnson. The touchdown was amazing. Was it on this drive? I don't see it. Was it on this drive? No, I don't think it was on this drive because we scored on this one. This is Karif White. This is Benny Snell. This is Hodges. Benny Snell again. Jalen Samuels. There was a penalty. All right, let's just show the touchdown, and then we'll come back and find the reverse. That touchdown, bruh. This is the one. This might be one of the best throws, if not the best throws of the year. Look at this, man. My God. Duck Hart, like I said, and remember, for people who act like I wasn't always giving him his credit, all I've ever said is I needed to see more from him. But remember my first positive aspect of Devlin Hodges. Do you remember when we played the Ravens? And to this guy, I might add. Remember the out route he threw to Deontay Johnson? And do y'all remember when I came on the post-game show and I was like, bruh, that anticipation throw? I don't know how good he is as a quarterback, but that was the best throw of the day. Here it is again showing up. This right here, after the ball being snapped to the ground, what's going on with Pouncey, man? He's been doing that quite often, but look at that throw. Look at that throw. And the concentration in the route to keep the feet in bounds. Dog, that right there. Look at this boy, man. That's a heck of a throw right there. Look where the ball ends up, people. Look, do y'all see that? Lord have mercy. What a throw. Y'all said the reverse is right before the touchdown. On this drive, I don't see it. I'm not seeing it, guys. Let me see. Let me go back earlier in the drive. Earlier in the quarter. I don't see it. Trying to find it, guys. I'm trying to find it, but I don't see the play. 1st and 10 from the Pittsburgh 27 was to Benny Snell. The next play, 2nd and 7, was Kareth White Jr. The next play, Benny Snell for 9 yards. The next play, Hodges scrambles up the middle for 3 yards. The next play was Benny Snell. Next play, Samuels. Next play, yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it, folks. Maybe it was in the second. Y'all think maybe it was in the second quarter? Let's see. No, because it couldn't have been in the second because it was on this end of the field. Somebody said it might have been the fourth. And it wasn't the first, right? Was it the first? It might have been, Kenyon. I'm looking, guys. As y'all can tell, man. I'm trying to find that thing. Where is it? Where art thou? I's looking for you. I don't see you. Where are you? Wasn't on the first drive. I know that much. Second drive. Steelers get the ball. Okay, that's the end. Somebody said third, 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. Okay. See, this is a team effort, man. Appreciate it, guys. Let's find that thing. Let's find it. Oh, here we go. Now, let me tell y'all why I couldn't find it. No, this ain't it. Is it? Hold on. Yeah, that is it. I'm going to tell y'all why I couldn't find it. Silly me. I was thinking reverse. I forgot it was an actual pass. So it's showing up as a short pass. I was looking for a run, so my bad. So here it is, guys, and appreciate you, man. Good work, Kenyon and Dante and Cody and Captain Spartan. Good work, man. Y'all keeping me on my toes, letting me know where that thing is at. All right, here it go. And whoever said it at first that said it was right before the touchdown, you were absolutely right. Look at this boy, man. I mean, just effort, pure effort. Pure effort, man. A playmaker. This is what playmakers do. They believe that they can make something happen. Duck does just enough, stays in the way. And then watch this. It gets better. Watch the vision again. Boom. The boy sticks his foot in the ground and he's gone. Look. Everybody don't make that cut. Is this not what we talked about him when we were talking about him and when we scouted him and we said, yo, after watching the film, his change of direction and his decision making is crazy. Let's look at it from this angle. Then we'll go to the TJ Watt interception. And guys, man, like Kenyon said, this is Santonio Holmes. I must agree. The more I watch him, like I said, I think he does still have a few elements of Antonio Brown, but I think Kenyon is right on this one. He's more Santonio Holmes. The more you watch him, he's more Santonio Holmes, man. Look at that. Pure determination. You know, it's crazy. Like, I don't know if everybody will get this, but let me show it to you why I'm saying this. Let me just watch him run. It's a such thing as saying you can see the determination on a player. You can see it in the way he runs. That he's like, I don't know how to explain it for you guys that don't have the eye, but you can just see the determination, and that's where Kenyon is right. You saw this type of thing from Santonio Holmes. Y'all remember? Let me pause it. Same team, actually. Not the touchdown in the Super Bowl, but do you remember the play before that? When Ben found Santonio Holmes on the right side and how he put his foot in the ground. Like, you can see it. You can see it all over him. The body language was determination. And I'd be darned if Johnson don't look just like that on this play. Tell me he don't. Tell me he don't. If that don't look like Santonio Holmes right there, and I was like, man, Kenyon is right. At first, early on, watching him at Toledo, I was thinking AB with his route running. But the whole total package, he's more Santonio Holmes, man. Got a little sprinkles of both of them. But he's more like Santonio Holmes. This kid is going to be special. He's going to be special. All right, so let's 2 more plays. I mean, we done burnt all the time up tonight anyway, so I guess the calls ain't happening. The queue ain't working anyway, so I don't think you guys care. We'll be here a little while longer. 2 more plays. I do want to find I want to find the Joe Haden interception, and then the first one. Excuse me. And then we'll look at also after that. After that, we'll look at TJ's, and then we'll get out of here, man. So let's see if I can find it really quick. Here it is. Here it is. Watch Joe on this thing, man. This was the thing of beauty right here. That's just being a veteran, folks. That's just a veteran. Check it out. Joe Haden peels off of his responsibility. And he reads it and go get that thing. That's just a veteran reading the eyes, man. He had a beat on it. He jumped it before the ball was even thrown. Whew. Joe Haden balling out of his mind. They ain't gonna give us the good view right here, though, man. I wish it was pulled back a little further. But Joe Haden reacts to that thing so fast. So fast. That recognition and anticipation, man. Again, the great ones do this, folks. And this is the reason why great ones get beat also. But here's another thing. Let me remind you guys. Joe Haden, this is what you can do when you trust who you got with you. Haden probably feels comfortable knowing Minka back there. Right? Watch it again. So he doesn't mind allowing this dude to get a little free because Minka's back there. He's going to trust that Minka has the over the top. Now, you know, Kyler Murray, if he anticipates this, he could throw this right now. You know, that's a hole shot. Remember a few years ago, Matt Stafford was killing us with the hole shots. If he anticipates this early enough, he might be able to get it there. Maybe. But Minka's coming. But like I said, some quarterbacks take that chance and zip it in there on the outside. You might get it, might squeeze it in. But Joe Haden trusts the help he has behind him. He knows because of the route. Look at this. This is route. And again, I can't say what Joe Haden was thinking here, but I'm just using my psycho mind, right? Because of this route combination, Joe Haden already knows that he's not going to beat us deep, which he's trusting Minka to take his guy. You see what I'm saying? This is when the defense is trusting one another. He don't have to worry about Minka having to make a decision here because this guy's already playing underneath. Now, if both of these were vertical routes, then you want to carry your guy because Minka is going to have to decide who's the bigger threat. You know, he can't play both of these areas. Same thing on this side. If these are both vertical routes, he's got to decide what to do here. And actually, that ain't even Minka. That's Edmonds. Minka's on this side. But the same rules apply. He must have enormous trust in the back end because the deep safety has to decide where his closest threat is. And it's a split-second decision. And like I said, Minka down here, same situation. So the fact that Joe Haden can tell this is underneath route, he can jump it knowing he has help back here. beautiful play, man. Phenomenal. What more can I say? All right, man. So let's get to TJ's pick, man, and then we up out of here. And that was, what quarter was that? That was the fourth quarter, I believe. Yeah, here we go. This was key. 12 minutes and 33 seconds left. Let's go back and see what it was. I can't see it. What was the score? 20-10 at this moment, I believe. This was huge. This was huge. We only sent 3. Got mad people in coverage. There's really nowhere to go with the ball. But this is what I don't understand by Kyler Murray. Bruh, you need 2 yards. 2. Fam, if you cut up right now, you got 2 yards. That was an incredibly dumb decision. That was a rookie mistake. Trying to get everything he can right now. You have to live for another down, sir. You have to. Look at all of this green grass. You, Kyler Murray. You might even be able to make a play right here with your quickness. A little You know what I mean? A little in and out. You might be able to beat TJ to the stick. But you definitely going to pick up 2. My goodness. You threw it right to TJ. Look at this again from this angle. This was just bad. But once again, it's a rookie, man, and I like Kyler Murray. You know, again, I'm not ready to throw him in the trash. Again, I bet you Arizona fans, oh, you can't do that. Blah, 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 blah. Listen, guys make mistakes. But this is one of those ones where it's like, Kyler Murray, I'm going to tell you right here, you have to know you ain't going to fit the TJ right there, bro. You ain't going to fit that ball in there. He right there. It ain't like he's here. You see what I'm saying? It ain't like it's that much space. This ain't nothing. This is one stride to the right. Ain't no way. And he watching you. So he can easily anticipate the throw, number 1. Number 2, how about pump fake? That's going to come. You know, more and more he plays in the league. How about you pump and fake the throw and then run? Like I said, if you pump it and get TJ to react, you might be in the end zone dancing. Teachable lesson right there. Teachable moment, guys. Let's look at it again. Can't make that decision, brother. Can't make that decision. All right, man, so that's going to do it for the film study, man. Boy, how much time did we spend there, guys? And I know you guys appreciate and love it.
2-minute warning.
That's going to do it for that. Now, let's see, man. We probably do got a few calls, man, but, you know, unless it's working, Gold Drip is the only one in the queue. Hey, Drip, if you could tell me if it's working, then we'll take calls. If not, man, you know, then Blog Talk has failed us once again. So let me know that. But in the meantime, man, I'm going to just answer some things in the chat. Dragon Jay-Z says, with his baseball background, I expect him to bullet lob it up where it takes Watt out to play. Yeah, I agree. Dante Harris says he wants that one back. Absolutely. My man, Rough House Boxing. Why, he says, why wasn't the hit on Jordan Berry on the failed fake punt flag for a hit to the face neck area? That's a good question. Oh, man. Appreciate the donation there for Mariano Pampa. Appreciate that. And as you guys can see now, man, I got an alert that lets me know when it happens, so I never miss it. So a round of applause. And as you can tell, I've included the round of applause, so y'all don't have to continue listening to me. Round of applause, and we pause. Thank you, Mariano Pampa. So let's definitely read his comment. He says, great content, Sim. Who's your defensive player of the year, TJ or Minka? Woo. Woo, that's a tough one, man. What I was about to say, I gotta contradict my own comment. I was about to say, if you look at it in totality, Minka has probably done more, but I can't say that. When you add TJ sacks and his tackles and Now he got an interception and, pass breakups. That's tough. It's cool that we got more than one that we can consider. But that's a tough one, man. I mean, it might come down to how the season ends with these last 3 games. It really might come down to that. But yeah, when somebody's saying Bud, nah. Listen, Bud Dupree has turned almost into stud Dupree in my book. But there's no way you can just outright say him over TJ, because TJ has more sacks. And you can't outright say that over Minkah Fitzpatrick, because not only has Minkah been around the ball and been a turnover machine along with Joe Haden, but not only has Minkah done that, Minkah, when he came to this defense, clearly there was a change. Clearly. From day one. When we played the Niners, from day one, he showed up. And, being at the game, like me literally seeing that 96-yard touchdown or 97-yard, whatever it was, that interception, being at that game, me and Floyd at that game, seeing it in person, it just hit different. That boy Minkah special, man. Minkah special. Very, very special. Drip, man, if you still listening, let me know if you can hear me. Probably not in the queue, man, because I haven't seen you respond. So I guess we won't really get to any calls tonight. So a few more comments, guys. Dwayne Duncantel says he calls it a tie. Yeah, I can see that. Kenya says the pick makes it even stronger. You absolutely right. Cody says TJ for him. ACAC says turn Duck loose against Buffalo, spread offense. TJ has 2 picks. Yep. Most improved, Bud. I agree with that. TJ and Bud's pressure helps force them turnovers for Minkah. It does. But like I said, how can you put one guy over the other, especially if you're trying to consider Bud over TJ? Hard to do that. Go Steelers says Javon Hargrave, another guy, man, that we don't talk about a lot that does a lot of damage. It kind of reminds me of when Big Hamp, with Casey Hampton, even though I think Hargrave has flashed more in your face than Casey Hampton, but it reminds me of similar to where those guys don't never get the credit for the little, dirt work, the in the ground dirty work that they do. Except for crazy guys like me that pay attention to the whole field. Let's see. But yeah, man. See what else y'all got. Why do they not notice Troy? Or who you talk about the list? I don't know why Troy didn't make that list, to be honest with you. But all right, man, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. But real quick, man, let me say this about the Bills. And I always tell you guys each week I can't never promise. I hope to get, man, to a pregame show this week, man. I got a lot going on, man. My wife's Christmas party is Saturday night, and, we're going to be busy all Saturday. Friday is the day that I commute to D.C., and, when I come home Friday night, we always have Friday night dinner with family, and I can't never, guarantee, maybe Sunday I'll have an opportunity, but actually I just remembered that there's a party I have to go to, a little kids party with my son and my wife earlier in the day. I think that's at like 2 o'clock, so I can't promise it. So let's try to say a little small piece of it here. This is going to be a challenge for Duck, man. I know our offense has looked good in these last 2 games. I won't say they've looked great. They've looked sustainable. But this is a real defense we're about to play. These guys are what they are for a reason. If I'm not mistaken, what are they, 9-4? They are what they are for a reason. I don't think Josh Allen is that great. But he can run the football, and he's a big body guy. He'll take it off on you. He would definitely lead the pocket. We're going to have to contain him the same way we needed to contain Kyler Murray, the same way we needed to contain Baker Mayfield, the same way we contained and did a decent job at it of Lamar Jackson when we faced them early. Same challenge again, maybe in a different, way, but big guy that will run on you, but he doesn't look that good to me, man. I watched that game against the Ravens, and Ravens have a solid defense, as do we. So it kind of showed me how we might be able to play them. He doesn't scare me. I think our defense can definitely ball out against their offense. We're going to have to watch guys like John Brown. If we remember, when he was with the Ravens, he got us a couple times, with that speed. So we're going to have to keep a lid on that. But nobody else on their offense I'm afraid of. I think we can play with them just like we played with some of these other offenses. But their defense is for real. There's no doubt about that. And our Steelers offense is going to have to bring an A game. We're going to have to be able to mix in the run and the pass. Okay, we can't necessarily just stick to our guns and try to go conservative. I think, it might be a risk, but I think you come out firing. Do the unexpected. You got to do that. You got to come out firing sometimes. Like, remember when we finally did beat the Patriots? When we started that game with Ben, both times. The time when, yes, Jesse caught it, that game and the one we actually won the next year. We came out, and spread the ball out quick. Didn't work, this year, but you see what I'm saying? But you just gotta, you can't just go out there and with the same game plan, man. I think let's let Duck let it fly a little bit in this game. And we're going to have to take some chances and, be modest, but you're going to have to take some chances. You just can't get into a situation where you're just being, super conservative, because that is a for real defense. The same way that we say that our defense can keep us in the game, their defense can keep them in the game. We saw it against the Ravens, and our offense isn't as powerful in terms of putting up points as teams like that. So we got to be very, very careful, man. So that's just my quick assessment. But, do I think it's a winnable game? I do. I think if we can manage the clock like we've been able to do with some other teams against some other good defenses, we got a shot. And what's on the line is we could actually move up to the 5th spot should we take care of business, So it's going to be a very interesting game. But again, like I said, guys, when we went into week 14, I said the Steelers need to go 2-2 in the last 4, because I think 9-7 might get it, but I don't know. We might need to get 10 wins. So in this case, we need to try to find a way to go 2-1, which means we're going to have to win this game, and we need to take care of business in New York next week. Because, the Ravens game is hit or miss. If they're still playing for something, it's no guarantee. Definitely not that we can go in there and get that game, but maybe they sit there players. Who knows? But if we can at least solidify another win, this would be huge this week if we can go 9-5 for our playoff chances. So that's just my thoughts on that. But let me go ahead and get out of here, man. Definitely want to go ahead and thank all of you guys for coming out, man. The film study was great. So I'm glad you guys enjoy that. I always enjoy bringing it to you. And, didn't get many calls tonight. Obviously, we didn't get any calls at all. But you guys voted for it. You preferred more film study. And, somebody said, what's his name? Beasley's a little underrated. Yeah, you got to watch guys like that, man. Little guys like that, could cause some problems. So that's going to do it, man. But before we go, of course, if you haven't already, make sure you do this. Thumbs up, subscribe, cut on the notification. Very simple and very easy, right? You can do that. All right, so definitely subscribe if you haven't, if you enjoyed what you saw. Again, hit the subscribe button, and once you do it, click the notification bell so you know when the videos are available, and definitely show your love and hit a like if you like the content, if you like what you saw. Outside of that, I hope everybody has a wonderful week. Let's enjoy some football on Thursday. Not sure it's a really entertaining game, but I will just take a look at it to see, what the Ravens defense looks like. The Jets defense looks like. And speaking of Jets, real quick, let me leave this with you guys. What about that Le'Veon Bell situation? The dude misses practice, misses the game because he has the flu, and then now he got caught Saturday night at the bowling alley. I tell you, boy. Listen, I'm not saying you can't go bowling and as you have overcome the flu, if you will, but it's just not a good look optics-wise. It's just not a good look. Appreciate the subscription from Cody right there, man. Definitely appreciate that. But yeah, man, just not a good look for Le'Veon Bell, man, to be caught at the bowling alley the night before the game. Oh, gosh. I don't know, folks. But anyway, again, have a great rest of the week. I hope you guys enjoy. Watch some football on Thursday, and maybe I'll be back to you guys before Sunday, but you know for sure I'll see you on Sunday night after the game to have our reflections. All right, y'all take it easy. Take care. Be safe.